Cheers.
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 How is he? Do they believe him?
Oh, he's fine. They haven't arrested him. And judging by a phone call Inspector Pinker got just now, we don't think they've found any other bodies.
One's bad enough.
And why don't they let him go? If they're not arresting him?
Because they aren't sure he hadn't murdered someone and stuffed the body in his backyard.
That's ridiculous. You know him better than we do.
Yeah, sure. But look at it just for a mo from their point of view. I mean, they've got a body. It's their job to find out who deaded it.
Who is it? Do they know?
Did either of you actually see the deceased?
I got a quick glimpse of it, but not long enough to see, you know.
I saw it. Clearly.
Well, was it like, you know, old and mouldy? Because Tom's only lived there since June, and, well, that'd finger a previous occupant.
Fresh. It looked like someone living. But I don't know. Asleep. Under the ground. It's... There's something I didn't tell him. Something no one's mentioned. I don't know if anyone else saw it. Tom was busy throwing up and Alan and the crew were talking, or... But I saw it. After Tom dug the bloody thing up, he didn't get it all the way, you know, out. Just the middle. But then... I know this sounds stupid. It kind of rose out of the ground. Itself.
When I saw it, it was almost on the surface. I thought that's how it had been dug up.
No, it wasn't. Definitely. I'm sure of it, Max.
Look, it could be he dislodged it more than you thought, and then it sort of flopped.
Flopped? Up?
Nothing.
Well, there's a blind to this one. What's the word, Charlie?
This place is as clean as a whistle. No sign of violence. None of the prints match the victim. No spent cartridges, bloody bread knives, bottles of poison, nothing. As far as Mr. Hagborn here is concerned, no funny stuff. No shooters, no plastic, no detonators, no timers, no large sums of money, no dodgy Republican literature, no porn, no drugs. His milk's off, that's all.
That's it?
Afraid so, sir.
There's nothing here for my lot. He's got no form. None of our wrong uns know him, and he doesn't know them. Just happens to be Irish, that's all. End of story. Bit of a waste of time, really. Still, nice to be in the garden. Seen so much of it on the telly. There you go. Good hunting, boys.
So what's the news from home, then?
There isn't any, Frank. The quacks say no signs of foul play.
Governor?
No apparent cause of death. They need more time for tests. Toxicology stuff. Even the mighty Dr. Bellow is baffled.
Do we know the identity of the deceased?
We do not. A complete blank. It's as if this bloke never existed. And all we've got on Chummy here is his Irish. And his milk's off.
They've let him go.
They had to. Good old Tom.
It's all going to be okay, Max. Isn't it?
Blimey, that's going back a bit. You sure?
I'm sure.
It's not here.
Where is it?
Winston House basement.
Can they send it over?
No chance. There's a ton of it. You wouldn't remember. Too young. Big case. Nasty one.
I'll have to go there then.
Here. Give this to old Murray. He'll look after you. He likes the gruesome ones.
So, chervil, bay, hyssop, rue, then the dill, then the sage, and finish up with the coriander.
And we'll leave the parsley out.
Miss Connie Enders, what do you know about her?
Well, I see her around. Around the gardens.
No one well, does she?
Like the back of her hand. Well, I mean, she is the researcher for the programme. She's bound to know who lives where.
You like her, don't you?
Yes. Of course, she's very nice.
Like the back of her hand, you said. We're told she scampers about from one garden to another, knows all the shortcuts, pops up all over the shop.
Yes.
Almost as if she lived here.
Which she doesn't.
She doesn't now. But she used to.
That surprise you?
Years and years ago.
I don't see what this...
Who better than Miss Enders to know how to slip something slap bang into the middle of things?
Oh, come off it. That's ridiculous.
Do you know where she is right now, sir?
She's probably in one of the gardens. They're rehearsing.
Thanks for your assistance, sir. We'll let ourselves out this way.
Look, she isn't what...
Anyway, what are we going to do about the tomatoes in the greenhouse? Are we doing that this week?
I'll just ask him. Hold on. Hello. Well, you startled me.
Just the girl we wanted to see. Would you please show Miss Enders out?
I reckon that's the first you knew about it. Definite.
It's a nice try. But that's ancient history.
Poor kid, though.
All you had to do was tell me. I'm cross. I don't want comfort.
This is the old house. 24 Brown Gardens. There's your grandmother with me in my pram. There's my brother Alex with your grandmother again. And that's your grandfather holding me in his arms. Look at him. He's just a young man. A boy, really. Look at him, Connie. He was weak, easily led.
He was a murderer, Mum. A murderer.
They didn't have to hang him. He wasn't responsible for his actions. The shepherd boy was always on at him. He bullied him into it. I never even knew him.
He was a murderer. He might have got off now, but that isn't the point. The point is, you should have told me.
When? When would have been the best moment? And how?